Well, hello everyone. Dustin here, xoSx.Racing. Uh, those of you who watched yesterday, you may know that I have some unfinished business with Road America and F3, and this is what I am hoping to accomplish today, to finish that business, and hopefully we'll be able to do it today. We're back in Tattoos F3 cars. We're back to Road America, and we'll be racing in a few minutes in LFM series. We're not on the track yet. Looks like the server is going to be open in 4-ish minutes. We'll be there as soon as possible. I was just practicing. Looks like there's already 20 drivers signed up. That means that there's only one split, and that means that I am in the first split. And looks, by the look of things, I'm a number 10, exactly halfway down the pack. We'll see how it goes. So this series is an interesting one because it has the cars that are slightly modifiable. I mean, there's a little bit of setup available. I've realized that I can change a few things, and my best time is already in 158s. So that could be decent for the qualifying. I've seen guys doing 57, so I'm not getting any hopes for being really too fast. But we'll see. We'll see, and you see in a moment I can switch to the video, but we are not on the track yet. I'll jump on track as soon as it's available. So in this race we'll have a couple of silver, actually 3 silver drivers. Mike Cara, Mick Leportre, and Daniel Vidal. We'll have a few bronze drivers, actually quite a few. And we have 1 iron and the rest of rookies. So kind of an even split between rookies, iron, bronze, and silver. There's no gold drivers yet. I don't think that there's many, if at all, silver drivers or gold drivers in LFM rFactor series. And it looks like there's another driver who is streaming this race, so it'll be interesting to see this from his perspective later on. It's Mark Munoz. Looks like you can go to multitwitch.tv and then put slashes after our names, and you can get the multi-stream. So that's great. I never knew that was possible with Twitch. So that's where we're at right now, and we'll be racing in just a few moments. So I'm not going to go to the test server, as the race server opens in 1 minute and 30 seconds. And I said I had unfinished business because last time I raced here, that was the race in which we've had I was fastest in qualifying, and then exactly halfway down the race I have spun out in the first corner, which was very, very disappointing. But hopefully vindication. What do you think? I hope for some vindication, and hopefully will come our way this race. So yeah, just a few seconds left till we can go back on the server, and we'll be there for a short warm-up session, and then qualifying, and then again warm-up session before the race. I'm pretty confident I can do 58s right now in qualifying, so that's what we'll try to do. And I have done 58 in race fuel, so I can do slightly faster, still in 58s, but with maybe 2-3 tenths faster if I take away the fuel that's necessary for this car to drive. So this race is going to be 20 minutes. That means that's 10 laps, maybe 11, depending on how fast the pole position driver is going to be. And yeah, session is live, so we're going to be connecting right now. Just waiting for the button to be available for us to join the session. There we go. rFactor is running. Let's click drive. There's no, as far as I understand, custom liveries allowed, so I'm just driving this one, sort of generic livery. It's good the way it is. We're loading. Okay, let's give you some sound. Do I have crew chief on? Actually, doesn't look like I do. Let's switch it on.
Radio check.
Alrighty. So we're in the server, and let's see where we can go from there. Yeah, so we have 2 minutes of practice session, if you will. Looks like drivers are behaving because we were told that we're not to drive during the practice session.
2 minutes to go. 2 minutes.
I know. I can see that here. Yeah, we're behaving. Here's Mark. Here's Mark. He's streaming too, so we'll see how the race goes for him. But I'm hoping for a decent result for me. Just for the sake of my own satisfaction.
The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 41 Celsius.
After yesterday's disappointment. But hey, if you have not watched me before, I race mostly rFactor. My ordinary schedule is to race on Friday. Ooh, I lost connection. It's no good.
That's the end of the session. P1.
Yeah, rFactor is running. Oh boy. rFactor doing rFactor things. You got to be kidding. Let's turn this bad boy on back and see if we can actually race. Because that would be super annoying not to be able to race today. Despite the practice. But still, we should be joining in a qualifying, so I hope that they have allowed for that. Because if they haven't, well, bad luck. That we might not be racing in this race. Yeah, but rFactor is always experiencing some technical difficulties. It's pretty much the definition of the game is a technical difficulty. Right now, I don't even know what it is. But it is loading. Working on workshop. No, I don't know what was there from workshop, but let's try to connect again to the server. Yes, rFactor is running. Why is it not connecting? Yes, it is running. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. Oh boy. I was on a server before, I was practicing. Can we work it out? I hope so. I hope so. We'll be jumping into qualifying. Qualifying is 10 minutes, so we should have enough time. But why was there the disconnect? I do not know. Ay, ay, ay. Oh boy. Something there. That's irritating. That's super irritating. Disconnected me and now I cannot even find the server. I click join the server. Yes, rFactor is running. And I just get the error. There's gonna be no vindication. Come on, that's the saddest thing. Yeah. Okay. Can check the integrity and see if I can connect in a practice session. Wow. Well, that is something I was not expecting. Yeah, I was just racing in it just a few minutes ago. I was actually on a server. I mean, you've seen that. And it just disconnected me. Connection lost. For whatever reason. I don't think I was disqualified or anything. I've clicked the validating of the local files of rFactor. We'll see if I even can manage to do this on time. Because if not, then you've been very intriguingly watching me showing the black screen. It's very... Oh, the servers do not work. Okay. Okay. Okie doke. Let's thank you so much, Gary. Good to know. Wow. Okay. seems like the servers are not working. And that happened before. I was wondering why there was such a delay of the previous races, and probably that's the case. All right, so I've blasted rFactor for the as being the usual suspect. Apparently, I've mistakenly thought that it was the rFactor's fault. It is rFactor's fault. Servers are also rFactor, so it always is, isn't it? Anyways, hopefully we'll be able to race in a moment's time. But yeah, my rFactor is 120 gigs. Even though it's on the SSD drive, it's still no worries, Gary. No worries, Gary. Mi español no es bueno. Y es muy, muy limitado. Ole. Muchas gracias. Well, it sounds like your English is great too. You're doing a great job with your written English. Perfect. Yeah, so we'll see. Again, still rFactor is updating its files, and we'll see if I can connect it to the server in a moment. So I'll let you listen to the music for a moment, and I'll be back in a sec. Yep, server not working. We'll see if it can work in a bit. I thought it was my rFactor instance, so I have checked the local files. Apparently there was 40 megabytes of files that were not working, so let's see if we can... Not working at all? Yes, I heard that the previous 2 hours at 4 p.m. Mountain and 5 p.m. Mountain time had the same problem. I watched one of the races before of Mark Munoz, I think, and he was streaming it at a very strange time at the beginning of the race. So he did last 2 races. Okay, were they not working either, or were they delays? Oh, it was fine for you. Okay. Yeah, I watched again. I think it was Mark Munoz streaming the previous race. Oh, I thought so. That was at 5 p.m. and or Mountain Time, and it started very strange time. Yeah, I was on a server at the beginning of the session for this one, and it just kicked me out. It just kicked me out and told me that I'm not welcome. Connection lost. Let's see. Maybe things will be fixed, maybe won't. Again, come on. I love rFactor 2. It's my my sim of choice because of the quality of the actual simulation. But sometimes it becomes the technical difficulty simulator. Yeah, still the same problem showing when I try to connect. It's getting me to show that yeah that I can quit to main menu or closed rFactor. Yeah, yeah, I understand that it's gonna kill the momentum. And it's kind of cool to look how the times have improved throughout the week. I think I have started the week with like 201, and currently I'm at 158, pretty much flat. So I saw in a test server people doing 57s this afternoon, so it's impressive. Yeah, I'm still getting the same result with an error has occurred message. So I don't know how long we'll be able to wait like that. At some point, it just doesn't make sense. Oh, yeah, problem with results from 2 hours ago. Yeah, you know what? When I was signing up for this one at 6 p.m. my time in mountains, the ones from 4 p.m. and from 5 p.m. were still on the server shown as session live. Yeah, so I guess that was. Uh, oh, you lost as safety ratings. That's not good. Okay, gotcha. You lost SR, but not ELO. Yeah, last time I raced was yesterday, so I was eager to jump in today, especially I saw there was even still a few drivers on the servers. Let's give it one more try. doesn't look like it's moving. I don't know if we should wait or not. Yeah, as you said, it kills the momentum. It kills the fun. And also, you know, like you don't know, like you cannot tell what to do. Like there's no like staff that will tell you, okay guys, let's reset the servers, we can join at this and this time. That's it. Just I'm gonna check if I can join the practice server. Registered for next. Cool. Yeah, practice server connects. This is the race server that is having a problem. I'm wondering if this one is not working, if the next one is gonna work. Kinda don't have my hopes high. I saw the different one racing, so the one previously, I have no idea if there was from 2 hours or from an hour ago. You're in the session? You mean that you have signed up for the session and you cannot join? Yeah, I'm clicking join on the website. Yeah, my channel is an interest, yeah. It's the same here. I'm clicking join the server from the list on the website. And right now it's not doing even anything. It's not even sending me to anything. Yep, that's the same here. For a second, it was sending an error message. So if you were trying to log into the session, saying that rFactor has encountered an error, or back to the main menu, or reset the game, or restart the game. Right now, it's not even sending that. But the test server is still working. I just tried that a second ago. There was 21 guys, so it was decent. But it's only showing the entry list. You cannot check any information, qualifying results, so I'm guessing that there was no qualifying. It's the first time I encountered a problem at LFM. Never had any problems with them before. "34 races. Wow. That's good for you. I wish I had that much time. I did one yesterday. That's pretty much it on Race America. Free week, good for you. Yep. Yeah, they have introduced the hourly races, so that's cool. But yeah, I only have time a few times a week, so I cannot really. Yeah, if you do LFM search, it's only the test server. Which obviously we know which one it is. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I wonder if the people are waiting because I saw Mark Munoz who's also on the starting list. He was streaming the previous one, but now I don't see him streaming anymore. Yeah, surprisingly, the tattoos numbers were fine. In the rookies, in single seaters, open wheel, that's not too common. Oh, 40 average. Yeah, that's good numbers. So supposedly the name of the server should be LFM number 37268. And it's not showing. Yeah, LFM is doing a good job for rFactor too, really. Because there's few leagues that are racing on rFactor 2, and the rest is mostly just the pros in esports and racing series. So it's good that LFM exists because we have the racing that is quality racing, and rFactor 2 is a quality sim. Yeah, I'm racing in rFactor software since its conception since 2004. You don't like leagues? I like leagues, but it's I never feel like I did it needed to be too competitive. I do Sim Racing Mania League on Tuesdays. That's kind of my league of choice. I do race at Race Department on Fridays. Um, it's an rFactor evening series, so yeah, it's a waste of time. Everybody's got their favorite things to do, so yeah, I like leagues just because it keeps you sort of like a competitive. My experience with leagues is rather positive. The races I've had were mostly very respectful, because you're racing and the rules are like in real life. So if you're gonna screw up someone's race, then you're gonna be punished. So I have a good experience with leagues. I do not necessarily. I was not super hopeful for this rFactor 2 and LFM. Um, because I was thinking that it's going to be like rookies in iRacing when there's just a lot of crashes and a lot of pain. Yeah, I've improved setup a little bit too. It's the R Factor 2 has that sometimes this uh, difficult to understand setup or things that don't mean much. Like for example, radiator in those cars. Like so it says, is that size of radiator or is it uh, how much it's cooling or how much the drag is, because I realized that I was driving on the lowest of the radiator and it was slower than the highest radiator. So I'm guessing that the higher number for the radiator is actually lower cooling, but higher but also lower drag. So counterintuitive, because I would think if it says size of radiator, then 1 is smaller than 6. So I would think that 6 is the bigger radiator. Apparently 6 was smaller because it's providing less cooling and more speed. But that's just one of those things. Also, the tattoos has a couple things about its suspension, which is like an additional chassis things. Which obviously rFactor says, yeah, these are some additional settings, and we do not know what they are. Like, what? Manual? That would be interesting. I mean, I guess at least the sequential. Oh, you googled it? What did you Google? Oh, you googled the setup. Okay, gotcha. Oh, tattoos manual. Okay, that's what you googled. I thought you googled the settings for the setup of the tattoo scars. All right, let's see if we can refresh it and join. I don't think it's doing anything really. Well, that's going to be anticlimactic. If you're going to end up just sitting in a lobby and talking rather than racing. Yeah, at some point I was just going to call it quits. I'd love to drive, but apparently not happening today. Okay, let's see what that PDF is that you have sent. Technical manual for tattoos. Wow. Gotcha. Page 93. For a second, when you're saying manual, I was thinking manual transmission, and now then I got it. Like, yeah, it's kind of manual. I mean, it's automated, but manual. Let's scroll to 93. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I saw that was a suspension settings. But it's kind of interesting. Yeah, I have to read it more. And I never thought about Googling actual manual for the car that I'm racing. I kind of always felt like I knew what I was doing. I mean, I've raced in rFactor for long enough that I've realized that sometimes you just need to check a few things, check it back and forth, and figure out what's doing what. I know it takes a little bit more time than doing it based off of a manual, but that's a good point. I'll keep that manual for myself. Actually, I'm curious. What were your times by now after 34 races? What's your lap time? Best lap time? 57.9. Okay. Yeah, I've done 58.3 on 20 liters of fuel, so can probably get a little faster on empty. But this does not consume too much fuel. It's like less than 2 liters per lap. As I said, I also have done one race and like 2 practice sessions, so it always helps to practice more. And when I started I had a problem with braking. Problem with braking. I don't know. I do not. Also, my car have not so good rotation. I wonder what was. Yeah, I find only the lack of stability in a first corner, because I try to get it as fast as possible. Sometimes I'm hitting the inside curb, and then it's spitting me out to the outside. I had a race yesterday when it spit me out to the outside curb, and the hop of the wheel caused the over rotation, and I spun out in the first corner. Yeah, the curbs are really weird. Like in Canada corner and in the first corner. Have to be cautious, yeah. But I surprisingly I have no problems braking. Yesterday I was racing in GT4 at race department, and I just completely could not understand the braking of that car. It was the Porsche 718 GT4. And then switched to the LFM. It's like, wow, this car brakes. I was tattoos, and yeah, so I actually have quite good confidence in braking. Yesterday, that was probably the one thing that I was advancing over the car that was in front of me. That I was getting him in the corners. I didn't change much the suspension settings. I have lowered the suspension enough so that it barely scrapes the surface, and uh, but kept the reiki kind of ratio between front and rear. Yeah, but for Road America, that's probably a little too slow car. I mean, because of the transmission. I mean, if the transmission had the ability of changing the ratios, that would be cool because that will get you some more speed at the end of those long straights. I mean, they're long for the tiny tattoos car. Gotcha. I mean, they definitely are not the best fit for each other. I mean, I really like the car, I really like the track, but I get that they may not be the best fit for one another. Was the Istanbul the one on last week? I think it was. But it also has this long straight after turn 8, when you just do this left-hander and then you go straight for like a mile or something. I mean, there's like a little kink, but Hockenheim was last week. Okay. Yeah, I've seen Istanbul in the past. I don't know when I was, but I have not raced it. Gotcha. It was the first track 2 weeks ago. So I continuously click on the join server, and I'm seeing only the server names are shuffling on the list, but it does not connect me. But if I click the test server, then it sends information to the rFactor immediately. Yeah, I can register for next. When is the next one? In 20 minutes. What if it's going the same thing next time? Yeah, I see it. I've joined it. Yeah, I'll probably go to a practice session for a few minutes just to get myself back on in a driving zone. Yeah, I'm just worried that the next will do the exact same thing and will not work. Although according to LFM, these are all individual servers, so I hope this one is going to be a different situation. But yeah, someone in the beginning of the chat, maybe it was a little before you came in, they said that the let me read it. The servers do not work. Before it was the same thing. The same thing happened. So we'll see. I realized that 4 for radiator actually works. Yeah, I lowered a little bit of the suspension. Didn't change anything for brake bias. I've also changed a little bit of camber. Always do that. Yeah, not much there. Works well for me. And these are the additional advanced settings that you were showing me on page 93. Oh, where did it send me? So far back.
Air and track temps are increasing. Air temperatures now 26. The track temperatures now 48 Celsius. We need to get some heat into these brakes.
It's a huge difference between warm and cold tires in this car. Like when you warm the tires, this car is so nice in corners. But if the tires are cold,
Yellow
it's
flag in
just
sector 2.
understeer fest.
Sector 2 is clear. I think P5's gone off.
Yeah, this straight here is.
Your right sides are cold. Your brake temps look good. Yellow flag.
I have switched off the motion for this one. This motion can be super distracting. I like motion when I'm doing like practice and racing or driving for fun. Been doing like competitive races. The motion can be very distracting. I'm not sure if I loaded my. Are you driving in VR?
Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace. You've got cold front tyres.
I don't think that horizon stabilization does anything outside of VR setting. Okay, did not know that.
Sector 2 is 0.3 off the pace. Mind these track limits, please, Dustin.
I don't need to see a car movement because I'm in a simulator that is moving itself, so that's plenty of motion in itself. I prefer my view as stable as possible.
We need to watch these track limits.
A little too wide there.
Your tyre temperatures look good.
Yeah, I got you. Feel like your head is working.
V3.
Yeah, I don't like that feeling. I want to stabilize. Well, we all have our own preferences, so. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Sector 1 is 1.7, off the pace. It'll polish out, mate. Forget about it. Yellow flag.
And get off the track. Yeah, the good thing or great thing about sim racing is that you can basically set it up to whatever you want it to be. Like, it sometimes irritates me on those sim racing forums. People are asking questions. What should I do? How should I set it up? It's like my answer is always like, set it up so it's comfortable for you, because you're gonna be racing, you're gonna be sitting in this car, you're gonna be driving this car. Set it up so it's that's most comfortable for you, and whatever you set it up, and it allows you to be fast. That's the great setup. It may not be the setup that the other driver is using. It may not be the position behind the steering wheel that they are using. They might not be the same field of view that the other driver is using. But that doesn't matter. What matters is that you feel comfortable, because it's your car. I know that some people may be like, "Oh, so how do I set it up so that it feels like most authentic or most real, like real cars?" Like, most of us would not have driven these cars in real life. Like, I have not driven a F3 car. I've driven GT3 cars and GT4 cars, but I have not driven in real life a formula car. So I do not know how that drives. So I'm trying to make myself comfortable in it. And again, I'm definitely not the fastest driver. I'm comfortable and I can avoid contacts and crashes. But I'm not here to be, I mean, competitive on the level of esports. I'm here just to have fun and enjoy my time. Let's go. I'm just gonna go back to the LFM server and see what that previous session is doing. Not much doing, I guess. There's still 10 minutes till the beginning of the next session. I wonder if it's gonna work or not. There's only 8 drivers signed up. Right. Yeah, nothing doing. I'm gonna leave the practice server. I want to try one more. Yeah. Yeah, do you know how many drivers need to be in the field to be counted as an official or ranking race? Because I saw that in my 8. Okay. It looks like it's currently 8 signed up, so. Because I saw that in one of my races, I think it was 10 that started, but I don't remember how many ended finishing, and it was not classified as an official ranking race. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the practice server and go see if it can connect me. Just out of curiosity to the
That's the end of the session, P3.
previous one. Yeah, because I don't know if anyone still tries to join that. Nothing doing. Yeah, I skimmed the rules, so I have no idea what if they have anything about the situations like that when the server is not cooperating. Yeah, and I also understand that people will be discouraged if they have signed up for the previous one and it didn't run. Um, they may be discouraged to sign up for the next one. Again, I hope it does race. Just 20 minutes. And oh, there's 8 of us signed up so far. Looks like Mike is signing up for every race today. He's already a silver. There's Dave Berry, Rui Paiva, Jorge Afonseca. I think that's how you pronounce it. Myself, Richard Stiles, Edwin Martin, and Frederick Alonso. Oh, it's your name, Jorge, or Jorge? I know it's he says it's Portuguese, so I have no idea how to pronounce it really. Oh, Mike. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I saw. So I saw you, Mike, signed up for many races uh, earlier today. So gotcha. You're wearing a Polish flag there. Where's the Polish flag? Yeah, it looks like Poland. Are you Polish? Also looks like you're driving for a Polish team. Speedy tools. I bet I could spell yours. My name may not suggest that, but ja jestem też Polakiem, tylko że mieszkam w Stanach Zjednoczonych. So I probably will be able to spell your last name. Small world, as they say. Okay, looks like there's 10 signed up, so we may have a race. Hopefully the server is going to work this time. I don't need another disappointment. It looks like server opens in 3.5 minutes. The practice server still works. Yep. But we're not gonna join the practice server at this point. Just gonna wait until the race server opens. Just 2 minutes, a little bit. 10 drivers. Not bad. Yeah, but now I know how you might make up your elo and your safety rating. Just races a lot. That's all it gets. I said this is gonna be like my 7th or 8th race if it's gonna happen. Yeah, but rFactor is my simulation of choice. Yeah, I was the beta tester for it way before it was released. Oh wow, good for you. Yeah, and with my pace, I will not get to a gold anytime soon. Alright, it says the session is live, but... Okay, server does not open. Didn't open yet. Interesting. For a second it was showing me that the session was live. Oh. Yeah, sometimes you get those. Cannot do much about it. Yeah, I'm again, because I'm still rookie, it's putting me usually against the people who are my pace or slower a little bit. Oh yeah, that's true. If there's just one split. Oh yay, look at that. The server is working. Looks like the server is working. Come on in. Hopefully it will stay on. Because I have no desire to wait for another hour. That's gonna be my last attempt. Second and last for today. No, the life goes on. But it's interesting how you are still on. I don't know if you what time is it right now in Poland? You're 8 hours ahead, so it is 7 p.m. here. So you're gonna be 5 plus 3 in the morning. Yeah. Whoops. I got back to the main menu.
That's the end of the session. P3.
Were you able to connect? Because it kicked me back to the main menu. Okay, I'm reconnecting. But I have black screen.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
It tells me there's 2 minutes, but I don't see anything. Boy, lovely rFactor, yes. Well, maybe I will not race. Just a bull crap. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm restarting it.
That's the end of the session. P3.
Oh, I was P3. That's interesting. Six people on track. Let's come on. Come on, a couple more. 8 already. Great. I might be the ninth. Let's make it. Let's make it a race, please. Please, sim gods, whoever you are, please make it a race. There's 10.
That's the end of the session. 10th position.
Okie dokie. Good luck.
It takes it is clear. Okay, Dustin, we've got 9 minutes to get the job done. Let's get some heat into these brakes.
Forgot about the brakes and the tires temperature. I'm gonna try to get some slipstream from the guys in front of me. See, I don't need slipstream here.
Left side, clear left.
I need slipstream in the front straight. So I'm trying to get some slipstream from the guy in front of me. See if I can catch him in the braking. That's Jorge. Jorge. I have no idea how to pronounce his name. A little bit slipstream, but not much.
Yellow flag.
I'm letting him go.
Alright, Dustin, we need to watch these track limits.
Because I already have lost time, so. I'll try to get some slipstream down the main straight right now.
On your left, clear left.
Won't have any slipstream.
158.7. Your brake temps are good.
Let's take a good lap.
Your front tyres are cold. You're a tenth off in sector 1. That's 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes. Sector 2 is yellow.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Green flag in Sector 2. Okay mate, take a breath, fire it back up and get back on it.
I was too eager.
All clear on pit exit. Your brakes are cold, let's get some heat into them. Green flag, Sector 1.
Yeah, everything is cold.
The leader's just done a 158.3.
Where's the leader now? Obviously Mike.
Yellow flag, keep your wits about you mate.
Alright. Let's focus on
Sector 1 is green.
last corner and let's get a good exit.
Right side tyres are cold.
Not bad.
Okay Dustin, there's a car exiting the pits, heads up.
Not,
Clear right.
not good.
Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go. Incident in Sector 2, yellow flag. Green flag, Sector 2. Your brake temperatures are fine.
Better this time.
Yellow flag, Sector 1. Sector 3 is yellow.
It's gonna be decent time. But nothing spectacular.
Sector 3 is 0.3, off the pace. That's the end of the session, V2.
going wide there was not the best idea. Okay. At least I cannot be ashamed at the time I have end up with 58.7. Decent. Let's put 18 liters of fuel so we can compete in the race. Looks like Frederick did not complete any lap. Not sure if he was on the server actually. We will see in a moment. Now the practice session or warm-up session, I don't think I'm gonna pay attention to that. I'm gonna be with you in a moment. Okay, I'm back. Looks like Mike is driving, so let's see him driving. Since he is that fast. Let's look at the way he drives. It does have a smooth line, that's for sure. That's something I'm missing. I'm certainly missing being smooth. I'm not a smooth operator. He apparently is. And also he has the transparent halo, which I don't have. Yeah, so he also goes to second gear in Canada. Like I feel when I'm racing, it's like a too tight, like a total chaos. It's gonna be practice start. Practice start. Oh no.
That's the end of the session, P2.
Maybe not. I thought he was going to do a practice start. Nope, he did not. I have my dual clutches set up, but we'll see how it goes. We should be moving to a race anytime soon. Just gonna grab a glimpse of what happened with that previous race that we were supposed to race and then we didn't. Right, still says it's in its session.
42. 60 minutes. Okay, Dustin.
60
stay
minutes?
calm,
No.
Focus.
20 minutes. Come on. 60 minutes. That'll be a long race. I'm not ready for 60 minutes today. Outside lane. Always interesting to be in an outside lane. Cold tires. Okay, remember, cold tires. So Mike is going to disappear. I'm way too slow to challenge him. But we'll see how it goes. It's a race. People make mistakes.
Green, green, green. Car right. Clear right.
Had a better start, but unfortunately I have shifted to second too early. Oh wow, he's great through these corners. I can only rely on his potential error, trying to not make mine. I don't think I have a chance, but let's race. Let's drive for the 17 more minutes. At least he's not running away with it. I mean, definitely he's faster.
has just done a 1:59.0. The lap time was a 1:59.3. The gap in front is increasing. It's now 1.9 seconds. Your front tyres are cold. Okay, Dustin, 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes.
It's a much better lap for him this time. For me, it's very similar.
The track temperature's rising. It's now 45 Celsius.
My mistake.
The leader has just done a 1:58.7. P2. Sector 1 is yellow. We think that Styles has binned it. The gap in front has increased to 2.6 seconds. Styles is now retired.
He is running. Why are you running?
Green
Why
flag
are you
sector
running?
The tyre temperatures are fine.
I had a mistake. Cost me 2/10.
You've just done a 1:59.5. The gap ahead is now 2.7.
I was better through there.
Alright Dustin, half distance. I think the fuel's going to be tight. You might need to save some. You've got 10 minutes left.
I
10
won't
minutes
need to
go.
save any fuel. Boy.
The gap in front is now 3.2.
Woo woo. Braking way too late.
You've used half your fuel.
Yeah, that's why the fuel is not going to be tight in the end. Just don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. It's good second place. Starting from second, finishing from at second.
You've just done a 159.9.
Not bad for the first two sectors, two corners, but I'm not gaining on him whatsoever. He's 3 to 5 times quicker
Okay Dustin, you've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
every lap.
The gap in front has increased. It's now about 4.4.
He's disappearing. Didn't brake enough. I cannot blame the tires, they're still pretty good.
You're 2/10 off the pace in Sector 1. Sector 2 is 0.3 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.5 off the pace.
That was silly. Trying to overcompensate for braking late last
5
lap.
minutes to go. You're looking good for a podium. The gap in front is now 5.5.
Yeah, I knew coming into the race that I didn't have chance. But P2, quite happy. But I'm not P2 yet. Currently in P2, but still racing. It was very slow. I gotta focus on the car in front of me and not on the corner in front of me. Looks like the car in front of me is a slow down car. Why am I not thinking?
The gap in front is now 5.7.
That's a bad lap.
Sector 1, yellow flag. Okay, Dustin, we estimate you've got 5 minutes of fuel remaining.
Great. Oh, fuel. Or whatever reason. Hitting.
Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go.
It's like
That lap time was 2:00.
1 lap.
1.
We have one more after this. Depending on when will Mike cross the line. Okay, my tires are getting slowly uncomfortable. I mean, obviously I'm still 87% in front, so not too bad, but alright, we'll see if there's going to be one more lap, or if this one is the last. It all depends when will Mike cross the line. It's really bad for Canada. So I'm watching time, not the track. I guess there's gonna be one more lap. Yep.
The gap to Cortez behind is now 13 seconds. Okay, Dustin, one more to go. Keep it together, we'll be on the podium. We're running on fumes, mate. Good consistency. Keep them coming. 2 litres remaining.
Seven seconds.
The gap ahead is now 7.3.
That's a bad lap to wrap this race. Was like more like
1 litre remaining. Very little fuel left.
more like test session for Mike. No one was going to hurt him in any way.
Well done, Dustin. Great drive. That's a podium.
Some sort of vindication, I guess. Get to watch the start. Because it was close in the beginning. I think I had a better start than you. Very similar. But then shifting to the second gear would did the trick for you. Maybe I did shift too early. But Polish 1-2. Say Polish American. But it's good. Fun. Yeah. Good job. I couldn't hold hold a candle. You were just too fast. But if I could work a little bit on my setup and practice a little bit, I can get a few tenths here and there. Also, I need to be more consistent, especially towards the end of the race. Yeah, that was actually the first one that I finished. So, second total, the first one that I finished. I just didn't know how the brakes will react and tires towards the end of the race. No, it wasn't that bad. It was just, 3 to 5 tenths slower than you. So, yeah, but as you said, you had 34 races. This one was my second, actually the first one that I finished. And 20 minutes of practice. So, that's about it. Yeah, I mean, at some point you reach your limits. That's good. Good. I will practice whenever I can a little bit more, and hopefully we'll get closer to your speed at some point. Again, being the fastest is not really my intention. Is rather my intention is to have fun and enjoy it. And it was a good race. Uh, I guess for both of us it was more like a practice session because we were just driving our own pace. But it was good. So thank you for watching and thank you for racing. It doesn't happen too often for me to have the same person watching and racing me. Yeah, yeah, true. With 21 people and with uh, many more guys that were at the top. Yep, I saw the times. No, that's it for me for today. I just want to say thanks for joining me. It was very enjoyable. Uh, Probably will be a good idea for you to get some sleep. Um, and I'll get something to eat. And it's almost 8 p.m. for me, so grab some supper and probably check before that. We'll check the statistics. I'm not expecting any too much of an increase of elo or in safety rating because started second, ended second, didn't have any incidents, so good. All right, thanks, Mike. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll be able to race you again and hopefully be more competitive. All right, take care. Bye bye.